Welcome to the Syncfusion Code Studio tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how the Project Manager feature works. I'll explore the available Project Manager options, demonstrate how to create a new project, generate project knowledge, and finally walk through each stage of the workflow to show how projects progress from planning to delivery. Code Studio follows an agentic engineering approach, where AI agents work alongside developers throughout the software development lifecycle. They help teams define requirements, create implementation plans, build features, verify quality, and review changes. This helps teams develop software faster, maintain high quality, and stay consistent throughout the project. Let's begin by exploring the Project Manager interface. First, I open Code Studio. If you're new to Syncfusion Code Studio, check out the Getting Started video linked in the card, or the description below. Now, I navigate to the Chat Settings menu and open the Project Manager interface. Here, you can see 5 options: New Task, Plugins, Knowledge, History, and Settings. Let's quickly go through each one. The New Task option is used to start a new task implementation workflow by providing the task details and requirements. You can either set up an existing project by scanning your workspace to detect the project's structure and conventions, or start a new project by describing what you want to build. The Plugins option allows you to configure MCP tools and customize agent behavior using skills, instructions, agents, and other extensions. These configurations help the agent perform tasks more effectively based on your project requirements. The Knowledge option helps the agent understand your project by generating knowledge files that capture the project's architecture, technology stack, coding conventions, and development guidelines. The History option keeps track of completed tasks, along with their generated artifacts and decisions. This makes it easy to review previous workflows and revisit past work whenever needed. The Settings option allows you to customize how tasks are executed. You can choose a task level and decide whether you want to review each step manually or let the agent continue automatically. Now let's see how the Project Manager works in a real-world scenario. Suppose I want to build a task management application for a team to organize and track their daily work. To begin, I select Start New Project. Here, I'll enter the project name, Task Management App, and provide the project description. I click Create Project, and the Project Manager begins setting up the project. To better understand the project, Code Studio asks a series of questions about the application's requirements. It asks about users, key features, technology preferences, authentication needs, and project requirements. This interview process helps Code Studio gather the information needed to create a proper project foundation. After collecting the requirements, Code Studio automatically generates project knowledge files. These knowledge files help maintain consistency throughout the development lifecycle and provide the agent with the context needed to make better decisions. Once the setup is completed, the project is ready for development. Next, in the What do you want to build section, I define the feature that I want to implement. For this example, I'll enter this as the objective: implement task authentication, task creation and management, status tracking, priority management, and a dashboard for monitoring project progress. If I want the agent to use additional tools during task execution, I can first navigate to the Plugins tab and install the required extension. Once installed, the Add Plugins option becomes available in the New Tasks section. I can then select Add Plugins and choose the tools I want the agent to use during the workflow. For this example, I'll continue without adding any plugins and proceed with the task. After submitting the objective, the Project Manager begins executing the software development lifecycle stages. The first stage is Define. During this stage, the agent analyzes the objective, asks clarifying questions if needed, identifies assumptions, and creates a detailed specification. At this point, I can review the specifications and make changes if necessary. If I want the agent to take a different approach, I can select Regenerate to create an updated version, or I can approve the specifications and move forward. Next is the Plan stage. The agent reviews the approved specifications along with the project context and creates a task plan. The work is broken down into smaller tasks, organized by dependency, and each task includes clear acceptance criteria. I can review the plan, request modifications if needed, and approve it when everything looks correct. After the plan is approved, the workflow moves to the build stage. Based on the approved specifications and plan, the agent creates a set of to-do tasks and works through them one by one. During this stage, the agent creates tests, implements the required functionality, and tracks progress as each task is completed. Once development is complete, the workflow enters the verify stage. The agent runs validation checks, including tests, type checking, and linting. And then generates a verification report summarizing the results. Next is the review stage. Here, the agent performs a structured code review for correctness, readability, architecture, security, and performance. Any findings are categorized by severity, making it easy to identify required fixes and optional improvements. After reviewing the results and addressing necessary issues, I can approve the review stage. The final stage is ship. Before completion, the agent performs a final checklist to ensure quality requirements have been met. This includes verifying that all checks have passed, confirming readiness for deployment, and preparing the changes for merging. Once the checklist is complete, I approve the workflow. The task is now successfully completed, and all stages of the workflow are marked as completed. Throughout the entire workflow, all tasks, decisions, specifications, reports, and generated artifacts are recorded. At any time, I can open the history section to review previous workflow executions, generated artifacts, and overall project progress. By using the project manager, teams can define requirements clearly, plan work efficiently, implement features in a structured manner, verify quality through automated checks, review changes before a release, and track progress throughout the entire software development lifecycle. This helps teams deliver high-quality applications faster while maintaining consistency and transparency. And that's how you can use the Project Manager feature in Code Studio. Let's wrap up. In this video, I explored the available options, created a new project, generated project knowledge, and walked through each stage of the workflow. With its structured software development lifecycle approach, the Project Manager helps teams manage development more effectively and deliver software with greater confidence. If you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to the channel.